telling
room.
me that we missed like they missed like the entire intro
They
that we
did.
did.
I think.
I spent like 20. Well, I mean, at least I almost half an hour like doing research to bring the hype to the intro. I had like, I mean, Pity gave us like the instant countdown. I was like, oh crap, I wanted to take the intro here, but you started beautifully. You know, the song was, you know, magnifique.
You guys missed it. I had an awesome rap at the beginning, and then Bad Ronas came in with the facts. But I guess that's just the way it goes. You know.
Do we still not have sound?
No, I think we do now. Yeah, commentators reduced to silence at the amazing gameplay. Basically, what we were.
Wow.
Oh God, hold on.
Okay, so I guess I'll just briefly touch on what we were saying in the pre-race. Dwhatever and Punkay are easily the top 2 players in the league right now. Well, actually, not necessarily in the league, but Dwhatever in terms of the history of GSA play. He has not lost a single 70-star race. He went 8-0 in the tournament and beat Punkay 2-0 in the finals there. Okay, Punkay going for 100 crane. Let me do a bit of play-by-play here. Dwhatever doing texture setup for Canalist, able to nail that one. Punkay not going for the super expert cycle. He likes to keep this part consistent. At least Dwhatever will have a little bit of time to save over him in this regard. Actually, recently Tabascott figured out that you could go counterclockwise around that 8 ring of coin. Oh my god, Punkay, what happened? He just didn't long jump. That's kind of a catastrophic error. Not catastrophic, but like...
Oh, that's catastrophic.
That might be.
That might... Oh, but
whoa,
Dwhatever getting suplex slammed by the Piranha Plant. Tossing him up in the air, and now this Piranha Plant is very angry.
Forward smash.
Yeah, it looks like Piranha Plant's actually... I mean, I'm assuming he has a forward smash. But yeah, I might do it. Might knock you up in the air. Hard to say. I've heard some mixed reviews about the Piranha Plant, but the Piranha Plant in Mario 64 seems to be pretty weak for the most part until you wake him up and you get clapped. You get your cheeks clapped. A little scary, a little vicious.
It's nice that they can't move around, you know. If they did just kind of chase you, that would be pretty hilarious. But not a lot of fun. They would definitely clap you all across the stage.
They'd whip out those big leafy paws. Dwhatever with a much cleaner 100, despite getting his entire body shook and his rib cage rattled, perhaps shattered by that Piranha Plant mishap on the last star. This 100 is looking insane. Definitely saving some good time over Punkay. Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
But Punkay not going to let it get to him. A very resilient player. Able to shake things off pretty well, so...
Yeah, you know, Punkay has been super consistent. You know, you can get, like, low 48s, like, twice out of 3 races without being on some next-level consistency. Nice canvas from Punkay. You know, about a star behind, like 25 seconds. Maybe a little bit more, but at least that amount. So it was mainly the 100 coin slip up. Punkay actually said in the Discord, no comment on that, referring to not, like he just single jumped off the plank instead of long jumping, which was really, like, I don't know if I've ever seen anyone do that.
Yeah, if you're gonna see any sort of mistake in WOMPs, it's definitely gonna be on the 100. Pretty common. Yeah. But despite all that, I mean, it's looking like around 20-ish second lead from Dwhatever, so pretty nice. Especially, I mean, with the way that Punkay's been playing in the league, this does seem like a pretty rare occurrence. So Dwhatever in a pretty good position.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's getting a bit lucky in terms of his opponents messing up. He ended up getting that 51 versus Liam in the race where Liam had, like, just a pretty big meltdown. Probably, like, one of his worst. I forget what time he actually got in that race, but, you know, Dwhatever not as sharp as Punkay, at least so far in the league. But he does kind of need Punkay to be a bit inconsistent. And wrapping up WOMs, 642. Really, really fast.
Yeah, I don't think Dwhatever actually... It seemed like the only mistake he had was getting tossed around by that piranha plant. Other than that, it was really, really nice wops.
That's actually huge. Probably the piranha plant not only like bonks you like you fall on your back, and it also like knocks you like away. So that was probably like a good 3 seconds. Also, Pit coming out saying he missed the ledge grab on the speed kick double jump strat. Okay. Oh yeah, for the I guess for top of the fortress.
Oh yeah.
It's not really a speed kick. You jump then kick in the air, but close enough.
We're getting a bit of animosity coming out from the co-commentator and the restreamer in the booth. You know, it could be in part due to the silence of the issue, dropping Bad Ronus's amazing intro. He's still a little bit salty about that one. We'll see if we can recover it. Might need to pour some water on him to balance the salt levels out.
I actually don't have any water with me right now, dude. I wish I did.
And good. And Pitt pouring the salt in the restreaming. Oh, Dwhatever, looking like he was gonna go for the button rollout from flight, but that is a very, 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 and might I say very specific strat. It's quite tight.
Yeah, it really needs a fantastic turn through the last pair, like, because the coins are like one behind the other, right? But you can't actually get through off of the switch unless you go like really slowly. If you get in that way, you kind of have to go horizontally and like do a cross section and get them. Which Tiger does it in runs, but I don't think anyone else does. You would have probably gonna go for Zyre Cycle here. He's really good at it. He doesn't even need to do the box rollout. Making it up plenty early actually. To get that jump dive through the elevator cycle. I'm gonna be saving about a hot second. Oh, beautiful Zyre movement as well. Getting a nice raw and barely landing on the edge of the elevator as it approached the red coin. Puncay expertly avoiding these amps, not the best pattern, but he's able to deal with it and be plenty early for Shig. Just gonna wait this one out, knowing that the amp would kind of cut across his path.
Big Shig.
Really good reactions. Big Shig.
Big Shig in the house. Dwhatever has got this lead, and he's gripping onto it tight, firmly grasping it, some might say. You know, he knows what he's got, and he's not going to let it down that easy, especially not in the lobby. But as we get deeper into the run, you know, heading on to the basement, getting into the sand land, might get a little bit spooky.
Yeah, there's so much left to... Like, obviously the race is only just getting started. But this is maybe a couple minutes where you can relax, but then once you get down to the basement, it's right back up to high-octane gameplay again. So Puncay wrapping up Dark World, a little bit behind still, but you can see Dwhatever is maybe like 18 seconds ahead entering Sky Jump here.
Yeah, he's definitely made up some time, especially with that strange mistake we saw in WinCap. But keeping what he can. Really nice. Oh, just as I'm saying it.
Dwhatever, not getting a triple jump.
Poked a little bit too soon, and here we go. Puncay could swipe right in now. Only seconds behind.
Yeah, Puncay, let's see what he's got. Looking like a buttery pancake up here with that flying.
They don't call him Pancake Jones for nothing. I mean, earlier in WOPs, he's looking like a waffle, but definitely more taking the form of a smooth buttermilk pancake, straight from Mama's kitchen. And a little bit of butter, a little bit of syrup. Hey,
or is that just like an opposite?
Yeah, honestly, I do actually think I prefer waffles, but it's sort of to illustrate that he's not quite himself, you know? We know him as Pancake, but when you see him as a waffle, you're like, what's going on? Dwhatever falling on wall kicks will work. Inevitably, you know, wall kicks not working here, joke, and Puncay now only seconds behind. I was not expecting this to happen so early.
Yeah, I might have cursed it saying that this is a bit of like the low energy, you know, like of the tide, you know, the waves is kind of like the trough. But no, Dwhatever's actually made his most significant mistakes in the run just now with wall kicks will work and sky jump. And Punkay, we'll see. Oh, actually, Dwhatever not going for CCM 18, which is like, I figured as much, but worth pointing out anyway, because he goes for double plus. Oh my god, Dwhatever almost. Okay, that lucky ledge grind.
That was insane. How did he not fall down there? That would have been really bad, but luckily Dwhatever fixing the mistake just a little bit. Damage control. But Punkay now almost certainly holding the lead and heading into basement. It's a little scary. I mean, Punkay, like you were saying, we're probably going to be seeing the double Tama Plus, perhaps.
Yeah. We don't have a sponsor, but I would probably bet on it. We're wrapping up his 100. You know, pretty uneventful, getting all the coins on the slide. So, it was just like that scare at the beginning after the warp.
Yeah, getting it back together, screwing his head back on, seemed to come off the hinges a bit there, but it's all worked out.
I also think, like, from a individual runner perspective, Dwhatever is the type who, like, very easily gets frustrated and burnt out doing runs. Because a lot of times he's like, man, I'd really love to go. Oh, penguin! Hello.
Okay! That was actually really sick.
Yeah, you can't really be that consistent with it. Taco gets hit a fair amount of the time. But you do have to, like, purposely land on the edge of the sliding. Like, when you slide on the second slope of the penguin, you have to land pretty far down so you don't build up so much speed. You actually intentionally get walk of shame, as they call it. And then you just do a single jump.
Ooh, okay. Dwhatever with a cheeky speed kick to the door, and he does appear to possess a very slight lead going into the haunted house. Scary place.
Yeah, you know, probably they're used to it by now, but I'm sure as casual, it was pretty spooky.
Yeah, definitely one of the lead. Oh, Dwhatever with the ground pound.
Sync here. Hello. And Punkay getting nice crouch kills. Punkay might actually. We'll see. I think Dwhatever's still going to be barely in the lead. Yeah, Punkay getting slowed up on the roof. So really close together right now. Not even a second apart. Punkay and Dwhatever have actually really closed the gap after his slip up in 100 coin. Dwhatever's played worse overall since then.
Yeah, he's been hot on his tail. We got Pitt in the chat asking what pace is. Oh, but Dwhatever asking what a wall kick angle is, and no one seeming to have an answer, but figures it out. Punkay now with a convincing couple second lead. Badronis, would you by chance be willing to talk me through what exactly pace is, sir?
Yeah, it is the first ever live competitive speedrunning event to be held in Maryland in just 2.5 months. I can't believe it's that close already, just saying it out loud. It's going to be in late April, held at Xanadu. So that's going to be pretty sick. There's going to be a marathon stream, plenty of panels, you know, showcase runs, but of course the finals for 70-star D1, Odyssey any %, and Celeste any %. So that's going to be really the highlight of the event, and it's going to be insane.
Indeed it will. Exclamation point tickets if you're interested. You can read a little bit more and perhaps get yourself a nice ticket. But here we are in Shifted Sandland, pillarless on deck. Punkay with the Tama. Dwhatever as well.
Okay.
Ooh, and Dwhatever with a slightly more spicy. Very nice.
So, wow, I think Punkay actually caught... Oh, man. You know, it was about even... Or Punkay was a little bit in lead heading into SSL, but Dwhatever caught up a little bit with a faster entry. And second place is going to be key as well, because you have a lot more movement inside the pyramid giving you secrets. And sync bomb grab. Wow, Dwhatever big picker and dying.
No! I wonder if that was intentional. Dwhatever actually had an insane, like, the ideal grab, but taking that death is definitely not ideal. And now Punkay laughing all the way to the bank.
Okay, third try, or, you know, going 2 for 3 here. Dwhatever getting that time of plus. Yeah, a bit shaky. But, you know, that's the risk of the strat. No one will, or at least currently, no one can be like 100% with it. See, Dwhatever here going through these secrets. And Punkay already on talent, so probably about 15 seconds in the lead now that Dwhatever took a death. You know, it kind of goes back and forth. You know, not the best run from either runner, but at the same time, it really just matters who can get the dub.
It does matter who can get the dub, but also you want to be as close as you can because you want to get those juicy, juicy points.
Yep.
But despite the death, Dwhatever is still out here and still within arm's length of Punkay. I mean, one death, one slip up, and it's traded back. But like you said earlier on, Punkay is one of the most consistent runners. What was the stat? He's gotten how many points out of a maximum in the league?
Oh yeah, that probably got cut off. He is 166 out of 180 possible points. So he's only lost 14 points in 3 races. And points are given every 10 seconds better than 3 minutes off of your opponent. So it's like, he's won everyone by a landslide pretty much.
Yeah, looking very scary indeed. Punkay wanting to claim the title as perhaps one of the greatest racers in Mario 64 70-star history.
Yeah, Punkay's been going for this Kaiman strat with the long jump after the wing cap. Doesn't save too much, but about like, you know, 0.1, maybe 0.2 if you do it perfectly. It's a bit interesting. I think Dwhatever might rock the triple jump dive.
I would like to see that. That strat is really cool, and I don't see a lot of people go for it. It is a little bit awkward, but once you get it down, you know, not too shabby. But here comes a modest lava boost from Dwhatever, not doing anything fancy, just what works. Appreciate it. Oh, and a triple jump dive to the pole.
Yeah, actually pretty conservative from Dwhatever. You know, he's definitely capable of doing the pro boost. Punkay also doing the easy long jump lava boost.
Oh, and the triple jump. Okay.
I think when you do the lava boost that way, it doesn't save nearly as much time on the ending to do like the wall kick ending or like the double pulls. See, here's Dwhatever. Let's watch him get this.
Ooh.
You have to get max distance on this triple jump dive, but he's gonna make it. And you get so much speed beginning the flight. Oh, barely not getting a great star grab. He was a bit to the left, but that was really nice.
Yeah, still quite hot. Okay, back in here for some elevator action. Buttery smooth.
You know, Punkay was like, this is like so minute, but when he entered the volcano, he just did like a jump and kick upright. It's actually a lot faster to do it like more right-ish. Like you have to go a much bigger distance to get off the rock and land in the lava. I don't know. Nitpicking, definitely not any kind of mistake coming out from Punkay. Ledge grab skip for the boys, let's go. Can he get the lineup? And yes, he does.
That is such a hard strat. And shout outs to Punkay for, I mean, every time I've seen him do it, he does it perfectly. You're ever going to do the same thing? Can he get the triple kill as well? Not quite as close.
So close. Yeah, but at least breaking even with the non-ledge grab skip strat. Maybe even saving time, who knows. So Punkay just got one more star left and it spoiled the big bully. I think Dwhatever still got the same star? No, elevator tour. Okay. Kinda weird that he did the volcano in like 2 sections. He did lava boost like second and then elevator tour last. Kinda weird. You just see him as a pair.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. LL is completely preferential.
No, there's something wrong with that. There's something wrong with that boy. But here we go to the 30-star door. away. Dire Docks. Both of them going for the Hazy Maze Cave late. The most optimal route in 70 star right now.
Yeah, this is another point in the run where the wave is kind of at a low, but then it kicks like at as high as it goes up to Fire C, which is probably going to define the run at this point. They're still pretty close together. Puncay's in the lead thanks to a costly death from Dwhatever, but not by very much. He can't really relax. You know, Puncay talks a little bit in the past about like if he's watching the stream, he'll get kind of nervous. He's like, "Oh, I'm ahead. I don't want to like lose this. I'm going to be worried about the little things, right?" So I don't know if he's watching. I think he stopped watching his opponent's stream. But you just kind of like to drive home the point. You really have to take into account your mentality, and in this case, you definitely don't want to get too comfortable, especially when Dwhatever's only 15 seconds behind.
Yeah, and coming up on the pivotal stage, Fire C, one of the biggest, I guess, milestones in a 70-star run. Really sets the tone for the rest of the run if you're able to get that lava boost early always. But Puncay coming up on the front sub. Have seen him slip it up with this a couple of times.
Pretty wide turn here.
Yeah, super wide. Oh my goodness. There's no way that's saving as much time as like a perfectly optimal front sub, but still, I would imagine that saves time. We'll see what Dwhatever's got stored in the bag.
Yeah,
also
seems a bit more normal.
Oh, but no jump.
Wow. He turned too early. So Puncay actually saving time here. Dwhatever not able to get on top of the sub. Oh my god, this is terrible.
Mario meltdown, Dwhatever. Trying to get
such
up
a risky
the sub.
strat.
It is. And you just kind of start panicking. I mean, it's understandable why that might happen. You miss it and it's just like frantic. There's all this lag. You just feel yourself losing time.
Yeah.
And into Fire C we go. Puncay continuing to have a very, very clean run. Apart from the Womp's Fortress slip-ups in the beginning. He's on some pretty good pace.
Yeah, like, I know Tago gets like low 25s on world record pace. So Puncay not going to be too far off that he can get lava boost early. And nice kid, even a firstie off at the second red. That's going to save him quite a bit of time. Although not really advisable to go for it. If you do get it, just a bit of a bonus. And that's a really good setup into the pole, able to get lava boost really early here. We'll see actually how low the elevators are. Puncay with so much room to spare. You know, Dwhatever has to match this now. Puncay getting that 6th red. We'll see what kind of ending he goes for. Doesn't really go for the roll over the 7th red coin, even though I do prefer it. You can still make the cycle this way. Yeah, but just barely.
Dwhatever, it ain't happening. Slipping up, getting that 2nd red coin. He should still be able to make early Ellies, but I don't believe Lava Boost is on the table. And Puncay widening the gap once again. Is he going to take a bunch of extra points from Dwhatever, or is Dwhatever going to come back and, you know, give his cheeks a little bit of action?
Yeah, Dwhatever able to make early Ellies, like you said, but definitely losing about, you know, 8-ish seconds, maybe a bit more if he can get a good ending or not. Yeah,
Puncay with a missed throw!
What? Oh my god.
That is actually... That's probably more time lost in Fire C than Dwhatever, I would imagine. I mean, a missed throw in Fire C is pretty monka.
Like, if you throw him off the stage, definitely. Because you saw Dwhatever lose a good bit of time to front sub. Probably made that amount up as well. I mean, provided he hits this throw. Yeah, Puncay could still definitely 48. Like, this is not that bad of a run. He still got lava boost early. He's in a good ending. He just missed a throw and he fell off of the Plankin 100 coin. So heading up to Wet Dry World now. You know, Fire C definitely what kind of forges your run, but Wet Dry World you kind of have to put like the 1-2 punch down. You don't want to slip up on these children wall kicks or on the 100 coin. It can be pretty tricky. Starting with the elevator star here. Gonna be setting up, not even doing a side flip. Very bold. But you know, Puncay flexing a bit here. Probably feeling himself coming back after that missed throw. Still with confidence, that's what you like to see.
Yeah, that's the upcoming wave of the triple jump wall kick. It's sort of evolved. People have always done the side flip, and the side flip seems really fast, but nowadays we're seeing more players just opt to completely skip it and turn Mario around, and you reduce all that air time. Able to get the triple jump going right away. Punkay again with a beautiful, immaculate triple jump wall kick. Saves some good time. But Dwhatever's killing it 100.
Yeah, those 2 stars were quite the spectacle from Punkay. Showing Dwhatever how it's done. Now he's got to enter this 100 coin. And you can lose a bit of time to RNG, you can lose a bit of time to chasing coins, you can get amped. You know, a lot of things. Oh, going for... So he's saving 100 coin to last. Taking care of shocking arrow lifts. Pretty free. And Dwhatever missed 1 coin, so he needs all 5 from the Chuckya, but RNG pretty cooperative.
Yeah, really nice 100 from D. Pretty clean, but Punkay's What Dry World has been very hot up until this point. It's now his time to bat, going for the double box kick, and he makes it look easy.
Yeah, the double box kick is really cool. Fortunately, he kind of slipped up afterwards. You just want to jump and get a nice roll afterwards, but okay, had to omit that. And having to chase a coin, so not perfect, but still pretty good. You know, the biggest thing is you don't want to, like, stop moving.
Dude, a really nice triple jump wall kick. Yeah, Punkay looking a little bit fidgety. A little bit rigid might be a word.
Yeah, a bit rigid when you get shocked by the amp as well. Body kind of gets stiff and vibrates. So quite literally.
Yeah, stiff. That's a good word. He's looking stiff. Just a bit. A little awkward in certain points, but no big mistakes. And Dwhatever rocking the side
from this Chuckya. Actually, he's fine. Kind of overreacting about nothing. So Dwhatever pretty close behind now. Punkay still needs to get... Actually, Dwhatever didn't really catch up. I take that back. But, you know, not too far behind. Maybe still about 20-ish seconds for Punkay in the lead. I'm not sure what Punkay was doing in terms of castle movement. So here we go. Dwhatever. 39 stars. Punkay. Just a bit of castle transition ahead. I'm starting out with secrets. The most difficult star in this stage. Pretty good turnaround on the second one.
Ooh,
this triple jump is difficult. No lag reduction, but still getting the job done. And the clip in the mountain is icing on the cake. So there he goes. Really clean secrets. You know, he's really setting the bar high for Dwhatever on a lot of these tricky stars.
Yeah, about as good of a... Oh, Dwhatever getting choked by the... But beautifully recovering. Not even letting it phase him a bit.
Yeah, that's as good of a backup as you can do for sure.
Okay, possibly paying off the mini Goomba to try to throw Dwhatever off, but Dwhatever a little bit too strong.
I call them Goombitos. I'd like to make that a thing.
Goombitos.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Actually, I do know. That's a no from me, dog. But I appreciate you going for it. I would like to see it gain traction, but I'm personally not a supporter of Goombito.
Fair enough. Can't win them all.
Ooh, Dwhatever
really clean mountain clip.
Yeah, that was definitely faster than Punkay's top of the mountain. Punkay had to walk a little bit, but murdering these poor piranha plants before they even have a chance. Kind of like spawn camping. But thankfully they're just AI, you know, not a big deal.
Yeah, so Punkay's still with a solid lead here. Not much that Dwhatever could really do about it in THI. Nice reverse route here, getting the sidekick. 2 for 1 kill. You know, it's always kind of cool to see this alternative. Doesn't really save anything. 1 frame if you do it perfectly. But that looked pretty darn good. So TTM, third easiest stage in the game. Just kidding. Probably closer to the third hardest, maybe fourth hardest. Breeze is coming out for puncayshun. Nice wall kick, but not able to get up there. That clip is gonna set him back a couple of seconds in a really high breeze. That actually loses a bit of time, although you might not really notice it. But that breeze probably carried him like an extra second or two.
All right, do whatever. What do you got? Nice.
Okay. Creeping up. You know, usually D goes for reds after breezeless, so we'll see. And Punkay probably leaves it for last or second to last. He likes to take care. Excuse me. He likes to take care of these log wall kicks. So nice, breathtaking view from bridge. Do whatever. Speed kick, double jump back. He does all the strats here. Love to watch it. Let's go. Coin maze. Well, even the brush into the single jump. That was actually perfect. That was actually perfect. Usually after the long jump, you double jump, but he actually just kind of brushed the bottom ledge and got a single jump instead, which is a bit more optimal. Like that little thing. The side flip was really good. Everything was really good. You know, commentator a bit, just a bit gushing, but it's pretty accurate.
Definitely getting wet over here in the booth and sort of dripping on me a bit, but not minding too much. I mean, I'm also a little bit aroused by those reds. They were quite incredible. But had a bit of a rough waterfall star there. Do whatever, having to go on the platform and then side flip dive into the star, but that's quite a reds to work against. We'll see what Punkay can muster up. Mr. Breezeless definitely coming in handy for Do Whatever, keeping it very close. I mean, all things considered, when we were in Fire Sea, it was looking sort of grim, but Do Whatever keeping his head up. Although, no triple jump on this slope, having to work up the mountain. Here comes the reds for Punkay.
Okay, still doing. Oh, okay, not mega. Okay, able to recover that pretty well actually with the awkward long jump angle, and the side foot ball kick is good. Yeah, so even though he lost a bit of time, Do Whatever probably lost more than that, failing the triple jump, but still saved time overall doing breezes correctly. Ooh, what's this from Do Whatever? Going for the fast box punch. I guess it's not actually faster the way he did it.
Wait, is that supposed to be faster?
If you like YOLO it, yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
It was kind of weird for me, like, to think of it being faster, but you know, you do actually you don't have to like fall down that whole distance and kind of take a more direct line.
Okay, with the nonchalant snowman's head, but Do Whatever gonna go for the 1-up, huge triple jump. Oh, the firstie. Oh, but booty sliding.
Oh my god, he's stuck on that tiny little slope. Okay, really nice speed on those speed kicks and beautiful ground pound. I'm pretty excited to see what kind of pace they're on here after Snowman's Land. Probably still both 48 capable. Do Whatever. Also being able to get... Okay, not getting the ground pound. But like the amount of speed you got, like, you didn't have to do 3 kicks or like stagger the kick stall, you just went right into 2 buffer kicks and that was plenty. So that's how you know you went fast. I guess an indication. Punkay 1 short star in the lead. It's not too much, but he's actually been able to keep his lead since SSL, generally speaking, where Do Whatever died to plus. There hasn't been too much to speak of from Punkay outside of a missed throw.
Yeah, that missed throw definitely did hurt, but he's making moves. However, we've got the head of the Gina organization in the chat from My Chips, and I'm gonna go ahead and have to issue an apology, stating that Piranha Plant lives don't matter too much. I take everything back. My eyes are opened. I've seen the light, and now I see that we are heading into basement for some Hazy Maze Cave action.
Yeah, Punkay still on solid 48 pace. probably can still get like a mid 48, but he would have to play really well. And Dwhatever can definitely get a higher 48.
Okay, rocking the dive grab for the MIPS here. Will we see a punch grab from Dwhatever to sweep up a cool second?
Yeah, the punch grab is definitely faster, but you could see the way that Puncay could actually just set up his camera there. Oh, Dwhatever going for the dive as well. Interesting.
It's actually that's very common, and they both do go for the punch grab on the first MIPS, and since they are on English version, the second MIPS is faster. So, oh, Dwhatever with the breakdance, busted some moves down. Tatiana, I want to see you bust down. Dwhatever doing it on the gang.
Nice box jump from Puncay. I think like all this, I guess he messed up breezes. I was about to say like all the hard stars he's done pretty much flawlessly. Dwhatever here, about to... Oh, can't chime back in.
Oh,
he's gonna have to reset this or go for amazing emergency
meltdown.
exit. Yeah.
Just a slight meltdown. It wasn't like his whole body melted, but maybe his shoe, perhaps, started to turn into a little bit of goop.
But that would explain why he couldn't side flip.
Rhyming with shoe and goop. We got brews in the chat. Brew gang rising up out of nowhere. Everybody showing off their cheeky brews. Showing the love. You know, Benny, definitely a good man. Dwhatever again struggling with this triple jump. All right, he's good.
A bit uncharacteristic from Dwhatever. Puncay taking care of those rolling rocks, had to bust a couple moves in that regard, but actually to avoid them. So I'm just really excited to see how Tippy's going to go, because you saw a little bit of back and forth in the early game. Puncay kind of won the war of attrition. He's stabilized. He's been playing really consistent for the most part in upstairs. But in Tippy, there's going to be some hot strats coming out. Both these runners actually do the new swinging in the breeze, which is something that only a few people actually go for consistently, because it doesn't save like that much time. Saves about like 2/3 of a second, which is a lot, don't get me wrong, but it's not like doing the same wall kick for tricky triangles, which is like 3 seconds faster. And then we've also got TTC, where I'm sure they'll both be going all out, you know, fast pendulums, fast moving bars, you know, all the good stuff. And Dwhatever's 100 coin especially could save a bit of time.
Yeah, this is the final act, and man, does it pay off. It's such a great way to end the run.
Yeah.
The climax. Rainbow Ride is on deck. But it hasn't really been messing with Puncay too bad from what I've seen. Tippy in general, he's kept himself pretty cool-headed, calm, collected. Might be tough for Dwhatever to sneak in.
Very clean Lakitu bounce, able to grab the pull here after a little bit of glitchy B spamming. Dwhatever might go for the glitchy wall kick as well. But Puncay nailing these wall kicks on the ending, you know, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, gorgeous. Lakitu bounce and cruiser from Puncay. It feels so good to get it out of the way. Dwhatever indeed going for the glitchy wall kick, but not getting it.
Yeah, oh, gonna have to bail out for Reds at this point. Lakitu chasing him down, but not eager to follow him into the coin maze. No, Puncay with a really ambitious long jump for tricky triangles can save a little bit of time, but also makes this movement a little bit tougher. But man, he nailed that beautifully. So we got to take a look here. Puncay and Dwhatever still going at it, but you know, he's really showing no signs of slowing down. Swinging in the breeze though will be tough. Ooh, no long jump angle. He's gonna have to turn around.
Glitchy wall kick from
And he's about
Dwhatever.
to cycle. Nice.
Instant pole grab. Puncay in a weird position.
Oh no.
That's a good triple jump. That is some time lost though. An opportunity here for Dwhatever to close the gap a bit.
Do you think that was more of a time loss than Dwhatever having to do reds, or do you think it was about the same?
I'd say it was probably a little bit more. Because not only did Punkay have to go around, he also had to change what he did after he landed, whereas Dwhatever pretty quickly went over to reds. That looked like maybe a 1 or 2 second time loss, and Punkay maybe like 3.
Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, you're definitely right. It definitely was a bit more of a time loss on Punkay's part.
But could be spewing garbage right now, don't really know.
Yeah, Punkay actually on a pretty mid to low 48 pace, 42-14 remember rides, but Dwhatever fast swing into the breeze, able to save some time here if he gets this long jump. Ooh, not getting the dive. Oh well. Punkay also getting towed first. So we're gonna see a bit of divergence here. Dwhatever still on 48 pace though, which is pretty remarkable. Oh my god, Punkay missed 2 points, has to double back.
That was just rude of those coins.
On the bright side, we'll be able to compare their 100 coins. Punkay also slipping up a little bit doing the triple jump wall kick. Dwhatever's flying through the beginning.
Yeah, only seconds behind now, but no wall kick angle.
No wall kick.
Okay. Oh my goodness, Dwhatever almost killed himself. If he kicked that that cube, he would have sent himself flying, but thankfully it didn't connect.
Okay, bad camera angle. Yeah,
okay,
didn't get clean movement there.
He's looking a little bit sweaty. Might need to grab a speed towel, wipe those hands off. Oh no!
Oh no, Dwhatever!
Oh man, this was his opportunity, but also struggling a bit in 100 and a little bit more than Punkay. Punkay going to continue to hold down the fort. Having some weird hesitant movement though, but wrapping it up. It honestly looks like
the new...
Go ahead.
Oh. Dwhatever likes to do this kind of jump dive rollout over those triangular platforms there. And it's pretty nuts looking, but he just played it a bit safer. That's all.
I was just going to say, it looks like they pretty much kept their distance. Maybe a slightly gained lead from Punkay. They both had some fidgeting going on. Oh, that angle for Punkay. Knows it's not good. Checks himself before he wrecks himself. That's good.
Yeah, very good awareness. You definitely don't want to just commit to something you know is wrong. So here's Dwhatever going for moving bars instead. Kind of weird. Don't know why.
Ooh,
but he also rocks this nice double jump ledge grab skip.
Man, that strat. The game is just, it never stops, dude. Oh, Punkay, missed time moving strat, going for reds. This could be career suicide. These reds are known to be very, very finicky.
He's got good timing here, going on the ascent. He's got to turn around now. I think he's got it.
Okay, okay.
Let's go.
That's a huge jump dive. He's going to be sailing a bit in the air, but, I mean, he handled it about as good as it could go. First try. Dwhatever!
What? Dwhatever! Oh my god, did he save it? No, he's dead. Oh wow, I thought he saved it with the wall kick.
Yeah, I thought
no.
I was feeling pretty good about it. And being able to recover that, but unfortunately it ain't happening. Dwhatever now in a very tough position, only a couple stars left, and Punkay's end game, one of the strongest out there. Ooh, oh! In the pit and the pendulums and right into my heart with that beautiful execution. Punkay making it happen.
You know, funny you should say that the name is based off of the Edgar Allan Poe story, or I think it was his story, The Pit and the Pendulum. So that's like a nice allusion to the name. But I think a lot of his stuff has to do with like hearts. I don't know, there's a story called like the Telltale Heart where some guy like killed another dude and it had his heart in the floor.
I actually remember reading about that in English class. We did have an Edgar Allan Poe phase. He's definitely he's a scary man. Scary.
Very interesting. Sorry to distract from the race though. Punkay actually had a pretty solid TDC other than having to do moving reds.
Just as you say, messed up the triple jump wall kick, but quickly fixing the situation. But yeah, Punkay looking for that spicy 48. again. I don't know if he's gotten anything other than 48s in his league races, to be honest.
He got 50, I believe.
Oh dang. I've been outed. Commentator, you know, just throwing stuff out, hoping that it's true. But co-commentator properly
like the outlier is a 50. Like the par is a 48 for Punkay. He's just that good, I guess.
He's got
and
the consistency.
He's got a chance to get another one.
Yeah, this would be a low one too. Could get a very low 48.
Not quite. Again, contradicting the co-commentator.
I mean, not like super low, but mid to low.
You could get like a 48, 30 something, I think. So yeah.
Okay, yeah. You're right. I thought he was gonna be hitting the pipe around 47, 40-ish, but commentator not actually knowing anything about the game, insists that he knows stuff and is able to fool, you know, some people. Punkay!
That was close.
Woo!
I mean, to be fair, you didn't do that much 70, where it's, you know, 120 is all bits with the reds. So completely different. Let's see, Dwhatever, probably going for Manimo here. He was practicing it in the warm-up. I don't know if he'll be able to make it. No. Punkay in throws.
Oh, Dwhatever falling down. Every second counts. He wants those points.
Looking to hand Dwhatever his first ever loss in a GSA 70-star race. 2 for 2, only needs one more, and he'll actually take the win. And that's going to connect Punkay with another insane race time. And, you know, making Dwhatever eat some humble pie. He said, you know, he's not afraid of anyone. He's feeling really confident. But Punkay really ascending even farther into first place in the league. And Dwhatever going to take his first loss. So really crazy implications for the league overall. Punkay looks unstoppable. 48-35 is the final time.
Yeah, Punkay looking like daddy, pretty much. And we'll see if we can get this man in for a little interview. Talk about life. Talk about pancakes. Maybe waffles.
Okay. Dwhatever gonna get a pretty low 49. Not that bad of a race time either, but Punkay was just a bit too hot to handle.
That's too much sauce.
We'll see if either of them want to come in for an interview.
Dwhatever has entered the room. Welcome, D.
Yo.
You had some pretty spicy gameplay at points there, but a couple mistakes here and there ultimately led to a L, but still quite close to Punkay. How did you feel about the run, sir?
A few stages were really good, like Withdrawal, THI, TTM.
Yep. Yeah, TTM was nuts. Those reds were like, whoa. AL, but still quite close to Punkay. How did you feel about the run, sir?
I can't complain, I still got a low 49 with all that, what happened.
TTM. So. Yeah, TTM was
okay.
Nuts. Those reds were like, whoa.
And
we got Punkay in here as well. Punkay, congratulations on another win and another 48. Man, you're making it happen. What'd you think?
I don't even know how I got like a mid 48 in this run, because like it.
We got Punkay in here as well.
It didn't
Punkay,
really
congratulations
feel that good,
on
I
another
guess.
win and another 48.
I dropped
you're making
like
it happen.
Plates of Chef Boyardee ravioli on Womps 100.
Right.
After that happened, I played near perfect until I missed the fire sea throw. Like
that was pretty rough.
I played very close to perfect. Like no big mistake was made. Just like my movement was slightly sloppy on a few stars. That's it. And my upstairs was mostly good. Breezeless, I don't know what's going on with that. It's been destroying me. Like I keep on just screwing it up for some reason, even though that I've been like practicing it and I get like every time in practice. I didn't make many mistakes in general. It's just like I lost like 15 plus on Womps 100. The fire sea throw was another 15. My gameplay in TikTok was super shaky. Like I think I was having like a minor panic attack in TikTok. I don't know what's going on. So during my TikTok 100 coin, there was there were like two times where I could have kept on going, but I didn't think I would grab the coin, so I just kind of looked like a dingus. Like that happened twice in that 100 coin. So near the beginning when I was grabbing the reds, I was amazed that I grabbed one of the reds. So I kind of like paused there for a sec. I was like, how did I grab that? And then second to last coin box, same thing happened. I saw the coin. I was like, all right, I'm not grabbing that. And then I ended up grabbing it. Then I looked like a dingus again. I had a nice moving reds backup though, and like I did the that time moving star like perfect after that, so that was pretty clutch. Just like I just overall didn't screw up much.
So Punkay, your like standard is getting really insane. Like you've been getting so many 48s. You're 3 for 4 in GSA. How do you think you've reached this great form, and how do you think you'll keep it going?
If you count the relay versus cheese, this is technically my 4th 48 in a row, actually.
True.
Which is that's like pretty insane. I don't really know what's happening. It's just I think me playing on like a controller that doesn't suck and just like me actively grinding the category has helped me a ton. And I'm just like consistent, I guess.
So Dwhatever, I guess, going back to you before we wrap it up, this is actually your first loss in a 70-star race, and you've been undefeated until now, and this wasn't even a bad time to lose with, but how do you think you'll do going forward?
I definitely want to get to that level as well, that I can just pull out 48s. I'll work on that. I haven't really been playing too well lately, but I'll get there, I think. Need to keep it up.
All right. Anything else,
right.
Dad, simply?
No, that'll be it for me. It was a very fun race to watch. You guys were pretty much on each other's tail the whole time, so
yeah,
never really knew what was going to happen. GG's indeed. Thank you, Bad Ronas, for the spicy co-coms, as always. And thank you, everybody, for watching. We are done for now, but, I mean, that doesn't mean we won't be back later, because at 7 p.m., we're right back into it with Paracusia of Blue Esports versus his fellow Blue Esports boy, RockChalk19, and Punkay and the live Cluck and Egg will be commentating that. You won't want to miss it. 2 hours away. Thanks again, everybody, and peace out.